Hello guys, it's Sam here. Today I'm going to be talking about a new investment that I have recently invested in. I have a small position, but this is a company I'm looking at long term. Uh, in the video, I'm probably going to be talking about, why I'm very bullish on this company long term, and I think it will be a long term investment for myself. Like I said, I do have a small position as of now, but it's one of them companies that I'm looking to obviously build up over time, average into the position. One thing I've learned from investing in other companies, as of like Hims and Hers, is it's better to probably average in, start off small with a small position, and build your conviction over time, and average into your position instead of starting off with a base price of an investment, and um, possibly watching it go down and having to average down your position. Uh, there's no rush in these small cap companies. Why? Because they're companies that they're looking into the future. They're very innovated, and they have a lot of time ahead of them to obviously, grow as a company. So that's the benefit with investing with small caps. Obviously, it is very speculative. There is a risk to it, but I'm gonna tell you why I'm invested in Desktop Metal, and I think long term this will be a very good company. So if you don't know what Desktop Metal does, they're a manufacturing 3D company, 3D printer company. There's a lot of companies that actually have already adopted to their services. They're one of their products, their 3D printers. Ford is one of them. Now, the reason why I'm so bullish on not just this company, but the industry itself, 3D printing, is because, there's manufacturing companies, that can make some of their parts for their machinery or one of their products, maybe a car or something, a product they need, like a part, in-house instead of having to get it shipped over from the likes of, China, having to pay shipping costs. And companies can save a lot of money. I think in the long term, using this, adopting this style of manufacturing. One, you don't have to rely on other companies on shipping. Look at the moment, like look what's going on right now. We have shipping costs, you know, much more higher than what they were previous to the pandemic. Because there's a shortage and stuff like that. So, um, not having to rely on other companies, just relying on the product itself. Of course, if you have the product and it breaks down, you might need to get some people from Desktop Metal to obviously do a service on it, and um, help obviously fix the printer. There are that risk towards it, but I think more blue chip companies, big companies now are more focused on, how can we save money? Not so much of how can we make so much, how can we make more money? It's the fact of, okay, we have a lot of, market share within the industries that we're in. Um, how can we save money now? And this is a great way of saving money if you're, in the manufacturing business. Um, Obviously, Desktop Metal, they have acquired a lot of companies over the past year or so. Um, Companies that are in the 3D printing industry that do different type of materials, wooden materials. I believe they're quite a company called Forest that do wooden 3D printing. X1, which is obviously quite similar to Desktop Metal from what I've heard of. Uh, they've done acquisition. It hasn't gone through fully yet. I believe I've heard obviously that it's happened, but Q4, I believe that's when the money will go through to X1 and the investors and stuff like that. And X1 investors will become Desktop Metal investors. The X1 stock itself, I don't believe will be on the market anymore. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's what's happening. Not too sure, but you know. Um, but yeah, overall, there's other companies. Envision Tech. There's obviously another 3D printing company that obviously focus on their desktop health service, which healthcare part of their business, which I'll get into in a minute. But the Desktop Metal side of their business, the manufacturing and stuff like that, I'm very bullish on it long term. There's obviously other companies that are in this sector. 3D Systems, I like that company, I do, but from what I've seen of the analyst ratings for the next couple of years, there's going to be not a lot of growth. If anything, there might be some minus growth within the next year or so, 2 years. But that's mainly because they've changed their management team. They've sold a lot of acquisitions that they acquired many years ago. So I think Desktop Metal is in a great position right now. I mean, the market cap 1.84 billion. Um, I think it's at a fair value, guys. I'll be totally honest with you. Mainly because the reason why I say this, I like their vision, I like the companies they're acquiring, but the revenue side of of where they're at right now. 2021, the analysts are giving them a rating guidance, sorry, for them to reach 100 million. So you know, personally, I think lowest it can go to is probably 1.3 billion, 1.4, 1.4 something, I don't know, 1.3 something billion lowest. That's my own opinion. But if that happens, I really won't mind if that happens because I can average down. But for people that obviously have a lot of shares right now, you might want to be wary of that, take that into consideration. That we could go further down. We'll see. It really depends if they can hit their targets that they've put out for themselves, and all the acquisitions start to play out as planned. Uh, so yeah, that's the Desktop Metal stuff. I'm bullish on the industry itself. Desktop Metal, I watched an interview of the CEO saying, that they believe it could be a 130 billion market uh, in by 2030. So that's quite impressive. So I'm quite bullish on this. I'm very bullish on this industry as a whole. So I think Desktop Metal, are in the best position right now, the best company that I could obviously add to my portfolio. Now I'm going to talk about first of all, I'll just show you, there's all different types of printers they have. There's uh, multiple ones. If I just go on Google and I'll go on their website and I'll show you their website and their products, their printers, should I say. Um, yes. Um, and yeah, guys, I mean, Desktop Metal, like I said, long term, I'm quite bullish on the company as I've said. They have different type of printers. They've got the fiber ones, studio system, shop system, and production system. Which the production system, I personally think, will be the one that's in the big warehouses, the blue chips like Ford and stuff like that. I don't have too much knowledge on the actual product itself. I'm just very bullish on the industry itself. I know that a lot of companies will adopt this style of manufacturing possibly. There's a lot of time saving from doing it, costs as well, and you haven't got to rely on other suppliers. You're relying on your own company, and you're relying obviously on the 3D printer. But they'll have multiple 3D printers. These big blue chip companies that use this, and obviously they make a Desktop Metal. The reason why I also like them is because I believe, now don't take my word on this. I don't know if this is how this works, but the actual material that they use, um, uh, the material that runs off the printer is their own uh, material. So therefore, they'll be making a return revenue, should I say, like a subscription revenue on that, because the printers only run on their own. As normal printers have ink, it's pretty similar to that. This is their own material. It only works with their obviously their own material works with their own printers, and that's it. No other uh, materials will work with uh, their printers. So companies that use Desktop Metal obviously have to, you know, use their materials. So there's probably a return in revenue from that. Now, don't tell me what I think that's how it works. I don't know if that's how it's going to work. I really don't know. Um, if you want to know more about the business, go on their investor page and look at their investor presentations and stuff like that. Another part of the company, Desktop Health. I'm also really bullish on this side, guys. I didn't know too much about this before, but over the last couple of weeks, I've done some research and I found out that they have another side to their business. Now, this is a company that they acquired, Envision. I think it's called Envision Tech, but this is called Envision One, and this is mostly for printing dentures within the dental service, like the dental healthcare. They do clear aligners, and this right here is Desktop Health's own product, their own resin that they use for their own printers. Just like I said before about the Desktop Metal with the materials, um, this printer only works on this with this resin. So companies that use the Envision One will have to use this resin because it only works with that, from what I've heard. So, I'm very bullish on this. The way it would work, I believe, is you went to your dentist. Let's say you wanted clear aligners or you wanted dentures. What the dentist would do, they would obviously use a 3D scanner to scan your teeth, sent to the computer, a software that Desktop Health has will obviously be able to send a scan from the computer to the printer, and then you can obviously, get it printed out. And I watched a video actually of uh, the Envision One, I believe it was this product here. It took an hour and 45 minutes um, to print out one clear aligner. You can do a batch of clear aligners, but for one print, it took an hour and 45 minutes. That's really quick, you know. If you really think about it, normally, if this was in-house, you could go to a dentist, get it done, and it could be literally done in an hour and 45 minutes, come back, get the clear aligner, you can go home. Normally, I believe you go to a dentist, they'll have to send it off, get it done, and then it will get sent back to your dentist, and you have to go collect it maybe a week or so after, a couple of days. So this is, it's really quick. It's fast. People like things to be fast now. You know, um, that's just the way we are now. We like things to be done quick and as quick as possible. Um, so yeah, there's other type of stuff that they're getting into as well, not just the dental healthcare stuff. Obviously, here, guys, it shows you here. Look, personalize, prepare, print, and then the post process. You can obviously go check this out on their website, Desktop Health. There's this is another printer they have, I believe, 3D printer. So definitely go check these out, guys. I'm not too sure what this is. Someone might have to update me on that. I'm still new to this company as of today, so I'm still learning new things. Hence why uh, I'm growing my conviction, and as I grow my conviction, I'll obviously grow my investment in the company. And as I see it go further down, I'll keep on investing or average down. But as time's going on, guys, I'm just getting more bullish and bullish on this company. The one thing that is quite concerning, though, is obviously, their earnings. I want to make sure that their revenue keeps on growing as time goes on, because they have made a lot of acquisitions. So it's time for them acquisitions to start playing out. That's the one concern I have. But, it it's one of them ones. I think it really depends on other companies if they adopt this style of manufacturing, and the new, because people don't companies, they don't like change, so it might take some time, but time is its own essence. These things happen. It took time for people to adopt to the internet. Look where we are today. This could really change the evolution. Like, it could really be changing the way we manufacture our products within our countries. um so yeah, there's other stuff that they do with the dental care and stuff like that. Here they are, the molds, all stuff like guards. Um, but there's other stuff they're looking to get into within the healthcare. I'll show you that now. I'll just literally go through it quickly. I'll just show you for yourself. Like I said, you should really go check this out, this website out. You can find out a lot of information. But as I said, that was the resin that they used for the dental, for the Envision One printer to get the clear aligners and other stuff done. These are other stuff that they're looking to get into, guys. I'll make it nice, short, and quick. You have all this stuff here: dental, surgical instruments, market investments, that future opportunities for themselves, dermatology, plastic surgery, all these things. So they're looking to keep on growing and innovate and invest in other sectors of the market within the healthcare. So that's great. That's one thing I like to see. I like to see companies looking to grow. And from what I've seen from Desktop Metal, Desktop Health, they just keep on acquiring companies and trying to grow as a business. And I like that. Like I said, I think it's at a fair value as of now. Um, really depends on the revenue, guys. That's all my only concern, really. Not a financial advisor. I put my money where my mouth is, and I invest my own money. Um, I invest in some other companies. If you might be interested in watching them videos, Hims and Hers, one of my other big investments that I really like. Go check that out if you want. And Desktop Metal is my next big investment that I'm going to be looking to invest in. I invest in some other companies as well. If you want to go check out them other videos, please do. Other than that, guys, please like and subscribe. Let me know if I missed anything out, if I got any things, maybe not so correct, and you want to correct me on some stuff that I said. That's fine. Obviously, the more information I can gain, the more knowledge on the company, the better it is for me. So yeah, guys, let me know. Other than that, guys, please like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.